Krishna, Krishna Krishna, One more kirtan before we start the class. Put up this. Still keep the book.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
The next part of the program will be we have this, I don't know, I won't say short lecture on the model. And I think almost everybody can know what is the meaning of the model. This is what we will learn. And anytime we just put an emphasis on Radha and Krishna, but we don't put so much emphasis on Yashoda Mata's love for Krishna. I think in this month, and the glories are actually the whole month, the person behind it is Yashoda Mata. And hopefully during this month, our love for and attachment for Yashoda Maya, as we say, will grow deeper and deeper. Okay? Haribol?
Haribol.
Hare Krishna. And the lecture will be given by Her Grace Ishwari Radha Mataji. I think no introduction is needed for her. Haribol. Can everybody see? We don't have to switch on the light.
Yeah, it will be nice.
Just dim it, dim. Yeah, I think I have to go.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome everyone to our very first program of Radha Kartik Damodar. I want to thank Rakesh Prabhu and Kirti Kumari Mataji for this program this evening. So with a loud Haribol and applause for inviting us here. And I want to offer my respectful obeisances to His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who has given this opportunity to everyone, anyone, to come to Krishna consciousness, no matter where you are. So we can chant His Pranamantra prayers together. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine
Namaste Saraswate Gaurvani Pracharine
Nirvishesha Punyavadi Akshatarishakarine. And I offer my respectful obeisances to my spiritual master, who is a disciple of His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who has kindly accepted me as his disciple and guiding me on this path of bhakti. And he always says two things. He says, always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. And this is the perfection of life. Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Srimate Vaisheshikada Sadhikari Namne. And to all the assembled Vaishnavas here this evening, please offer your sincere prayers and blessings to me so that I may be able to speak some words of glorification in this holy month of Ramadan. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Anantakoti Vaishnavini ki jai. So thank you again all for coming. I know it's a very hard day, especially on a Friday when everybody's living so far away and traffic and weather and everything. But we still made it together. And to hear about Krishna is auspicious. Anytime and anywhere. So we'll begin right now. I picked the title of it. I actually spoke about this last year, if you all remember. Who was all there last year? Talked about this. Most of you. Only a few are not. Okay, this keeps going on and off. I don't know why. So glories of Kartik Damodar month. I was thinking about how fortunate we are that our Vaishnava calendar is full with festivals. Like this whole month, we're celebrating every day of the week. We're offering lamb and singing Damodar. And we also have other holidays like, if anybody can name, throughout the year, what holidays do we celebrate a lot? Shri Krishna Janmashtami, Gaura Purnima, Ashtami, Nandutsav, Appearance Day,
Diwali and Govardhan Puja.
Diwali, Govardhan Puja, Shaligam and Tulsi Vivah, and Raj Govardhan Puja. Jagannath, yes, Snan Yatra, Rath Yatra. And also we have our Acharya's appearance days and disappearance days, Ekadashis. So all these tithis, they're giving us a chance to uplift ourselves and connect with Krishna and the holy name. In the Bhagavad Gita, because the goal of life is to remember Krishna throughout our life, those of us who are practicing some sadhana bhakti, it's easy because you have a schedule on a daily basis. You wake up in the morning, you offer the Lord ghee lamp, you offer some bhoga. So like that, and we're chanting our rounds on the beads. Krishna Bhagavad Gita. In chapter 4, this is the title, Transcendental Knowledge, text 9. He says, Janma karma cha me divyam. Sing.
Janma karma cha me divyam.
Evam yoveti tatvata. Tyaktva deham punarjanma. Neti mameti sorjuna. So Krishna is saying, one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving this body, take his birth again in the world, but attains to my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So these tithis are empowered, and our acharyas, one of the acharyas, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is he? Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj's father. And he says that these tithis are Madhava Tithi Bhagati Janani Jatane Palanakari. He says these tithis, we should fully observe them because they are the mother of bhakti. And if we follow them properly, then we make progress, right? So why is this month called Damodar? Because in the Gaurabda calendar, our regular calendar that we have is January, February, March, like that, right? But in the Gaurabda calendar, just how we who are initiated or practicing through the Vaishnava Acharyas, we put tilak, like right here on the forehead. We say Om Keshavaya Namaha. And then on the belly above, Om Narayana Namaha. In the middle, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha. Like that, all over the body, there's 12 places that we put these tilaks on. After we take a shower, we take a bath, and we cleanse the external body, and this way we cleanse the internal body as well. We put the tilak on our bodies. So that's why it's called Damodar. And also the famous Leela everybody knows, where Mother Yashoda is trying to bind Krishna. And this is why also it's called Damodar. And why is it called Kartik month? This month is called Kartik because Srimati Radharani is the presiding deity of this month. And she's also called Urjeshwari. Urja means strength. Urja means strength. So she gives you the strength, the energy to take the vow. When you take the vow, she gives you that energy to follow through. And so Radharani is very merciful. And her mother's name is Kirtida Sundari. So she's also her mother. And Kirtida's daughter called Kirtika Kumari. So Kirtika Kumari is Srimati Radharani. So that is also why this month is called Kartika. Whatever devotional activity you do this month, it gets multiplied 1,000 times. Just like I said earlier, like this evening, we're going to offer the Lord Damodar Ashtakam and offer the ghee lamp. Everyone's going to get a chance to do that. Only in this month, this activity, you get 1,000 times benefit. Either you do japa, you do chanting on the, that also he looks at like you did 1,000 times. And also when I heard this, I was like, oh my God, are you serious? He was saying that when you read just one shloka of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna gives you the benefit that you read the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. How many times are you going to do that in your lifetime? Just one shloka. So that also purifies you and helps you get connected to Krishna through this process. So we're going to look at several pastimes a month. There's so many pastimes, I cannot cover all of them. But some of the main ones that people have already heard of, but they might not know the details. So this first pastime is called, this is Sharad Purnima night. It's a full moon night, and this is the first day of Kartik month. This is how Kartik month begins, with this beautiful pastime. And so Krishna, you see Krishna over here. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, this autumn season is described so beautifully in details. But as you can see in this picture, how the lakes are filled with water. There are lotus flowers fully bloomed. There's trees with lots of flowers, fragrant flowers. Birds chirping, you see the peacocks, you see little flowers even on the floor. And there's nice cool breeze coming. It's not too hot, not too cold. The Sharad Purnima night is very famous and very auspicious. So when Krishna is playing on flute in this deep, dark forest, Krishna plays flute, but there's different tunes, so he calls different living entities. When he plays one tune, he's calling the cows. So all the cows come running. And then if he plays another tune, he calls and they all come. So everybody knows who is Krishna calling. So and right now you see all the gopis. These gopis are householders in the Grahastha ashram. But when they heard Krishna's flute, they came running. Like it is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. When you read in the 10th canto, chapter 29, you will read this. If you don't have Srimad Bhagavatam in your home, you should invite Srimad Bhagavatam, because this is none different from Krishna himself. He said when he left this planet, right, 5,000 years ago, at the same time the Srimad Bhagavatam descended as a literary incarnation. So you want to know God? You read. You read about his pastimes, and he's non-different from him. So when Krishna played on his flute this time at Sharad Purnima night, all the gopis who were doing their household chores, like one gopi was cooking, the other one was making something for her husband, the other one was taking care of the children, the other one was doing the laundry, the other one's getting ready. So when these gopis heard Krishna's flute while they're doing their chores, they were like so much in ecstasy. So they forgot. One is cooking with, this dish needed some salt, and she put sugar. And where there's sugar needed, they put green chili in it. So they were like so disturbed. They're like, oh, I want to go see Krishna, I want to go, but I have my stuff here, then I couldn't go. So they were like in anxiety. So they ran to the forest. And when they saw Krishna was playing his flute, and he all of a sudden stopped. He said, what are you doing here? And they said, Krishna, you called us. He said, I did not call you. He said, yes, you played the flute for us. He said, I was playing that for myself, not for you. And like this, he's arguing, teasing them, and just to get them, show how much the gopis love him, he's having this debate with them. And after a while, what happens is gopis say that, we left Krishna, we left everyone for you. And now you're telling us to go? You are so hopeless. You are not very nice. So they said, please, we're here to see you and spend some time with you. So Krishna, seeing their love, he said, "Okay, let's go, and we're going to do the rasa dance now, because I see how you are so anxious for me to be with you. So we'll do this rasa dance." And then after time, what happened was, he left the rasa dance with Radharani. He went deep inside the forest. And for some time, the gopis didn't realize. And then when they realized that Krishna had left, they were like, "Where did he go?" And immediately they knew, oh, he took Radharani with him. And they were okay with it. They were not jealous. Then he said, "Why did he take our Naras?" But they were there. And then Radharani was with Krishna in the forest, and then she told him, "Krishna, I'm so tired. Can you pick me up on your shoulders?" And he said, "Okay." And he went down and he was going to put her on his shoulder. When she tried to climb on him, he disappeared again. This is Krishna. He likes to play with his sincere devotees to get their emotions out. How much in love are they with him? So this is a very beautiful, beautiful pastime. And so after that, the gopis go further deep inside the forest and they see, oh, Radharani, she's by herself and she's crying. So I guess Krishna left her too. Why is Krishna doing this? Why? What did we do? Did we do something wrong? Did we have that pride or something? Is that why he left us? So in this way, the night is getting darker, it's getting later and later. So the forest is so dark and dense. So the gopis say, okay, let's go to the Yamuna, where there's the moon. You can see from the moonlight, at least we can see, and we can sit and talk over there. So they all go by the Yamuna river. And there, they tell each other about Krishna's pastimes. This is how they console one another. Some of them were crying, some of them missing Krishna. But because they were telling the pastimes of Krishna, which is not different from Krishna, they were happy. And Krishna appeared sudden again with everyone. And so they continued with their rasa dance. And the next Leela, I'm sure pretty much everyone knows how Krishna at the age of 7 lifted the Govardhan hill on his pinky finger for 7 days and 7 nights. All the Brajavasis, they were desiring to be with Krishna. So he's fulfilling their desires. Like the gopis were thinking when he used to go for taking the cows and being with the gopas during the daytime, they were thinking, oh, I wish I can be with Krishna too. But they had to be home. They had to do their chores, to do their duties. So everybody has their specific duties that they do, right? And when they desired like this, and also why he lifted this Govardhan, it was Raghunath Das Goswami says in his Tavavali, he explained this this Leela right here, it just in 4 lines, and I will try to sing that. Nijapati bhujadanda chatra bhavam prapadya pratahata drashta. Sorry, I had to put on my glass because this one is a little small. Pratihata, oh, now this is, sorry. Pratihata madadrishto danda devendra garva atula pratula shaila srini bhopa priyam me nija nikata nivasam dehi govardhanatvam. So he did this Leela, and Raghunath Goswami, he's saying, just to smash the pride of Indra, the king of heaven, Krishna lifts this Govardhan hill like an umbrella. And he's praying to Krishna. He says, to Shri Giriraj Govardhan, he says, please give me residence near you. And you see on the right hand side is Giriraj. When we celebrate Govardhan Puja, how many items do we make?
56.
Why do we make 56 items?
For missing 7 days.
Yes, so Krishna, yeah, 8 meals per day. Krishna, when he lifted that Govardhan hill for 7 days and nights, his mother Yashoda used to cook for him. She used to feed him 8 times a day. We eat how many times?
3 times.
3 main meals, right? And then maybe snacks. But he ate 8 times. And so 7 times 8 is 56, so it's Chappan Bhog. That's why everyone offers. Yeah?
I would like to add my
experience this morning. Bodhi Prabhu told me to bring the replica we created last year for Govardhan for was in my garage. So Bhagavati Prabhu told me to bring it. I was trying to move it. I couldn't move.
Oh, Krishna.
Krishna, don't play with this strength because I cannot even move. I said, this is a replica, literally like nothing. I couldn't move. And then I said, Govardhan, Bhagwan, please give me some sense. I need to put you in the car. And suddenly, mercy came. I was able to lift it. I thought I had to go somewhere.
Oh, very nice. Thank you for sharing that, Prabhu. And this is a very nice pastime, Gopa Ashtami. You know, Krishna's age is divided into 4. From birth to 5 years old is called Komara. From 6 to 10, he's called Kishora. And then, 6 to 10, he's called Poganda. And 11 to 15 is Kishora. You know that Kishori temple in
Chicago.
So now you know the deities are around between 11 and 15, right? Their age. And then above 16 we call Yovana, Nava Yovanam. So here in this picture on the left hand side, Krishna just turns and he's talking to the calves that, listen, this may be the last day that I take you. I'm getting big now. I have to take the cows. I'm telling Mother Yashoda that I'm going to take the cows instead. So you be satisfied with the time that we spent together. So, Mother Yashoda, and he says, Mother, I think I'm not a little boy anymore. I'm a big man now. So can I please have your permission to take the cows instead for grazing every day? And she's like, Krishna, you're not that much older. You're still my little boy. And he says, Mother, I am, as an obedient, sincere, and faithful son, I want to take up the responsibility of my father. As soon as possible, I want to relieve him of this. He has so many other responsibilities. Please, kindly, allow me to take these cows for grazing tomorrow. She says, for taking on family business, you cannot just do it anytime you want. We have Kulaguru, and you have to get permission or you have to get the auspicious time to do this. Because Krishna desired to take the cows, by Krishna's internal potency, Yogamaya, Garga Muni walks in at the same time. By where Mother Yashoda and Krishna are, he walks in. And Krishna says, look, Garga Muni is here. Now you can ask him, when is the auspicious time for you to go? And then, so she asked Garga Muni. And Garga Muni said his book, he opens it up, he looks here, he looks there. He knows Krishna's desire. So he says, oh yes, tomorrow is very auspicious. Early no. And she's like, well, what? Oh, okay, so if the Garga Muni said it, then definitely he can go. He's our guru, he knows the best for us. So Krishna was very, and then Mother Yashoda said, okay, that's fine that you can go and you're ready to go, but Krishna, you need some pair of shoes. There's rocks and pebbles and stones there that could hurt your lotus feet. You're so delicate. And he says, Mother, cows are our masters, and we are the servants of the cows. So if the master is not wearing shoes, how can the servants wear shoes? So like he's arguing, this little boy, he's arguing with his mother with this philosophy. And she is like, okay, he told her. He said, if you want to make it, go right ahead. There's 9 lakh cows, and they each have 4 legs. So now how many you have to make? 36 lakh. Okay, you know what? It's okay, you go barefoot, it's fine. You can go, I'm okay. Okay. I don't have that kind of time to make 36 lakh shoes for your cows. So then, who's hearing this whole conversation? The cows in the shed. All the cows in the shed, when they heard that Krishna's going to go tomorrow without any shoes, they feel a little pain in their heart. And they're like, oh my God, our Krishna is going to go. So what they all do, they talk amongst one another and they said, we're going tonight. We're leaving tonight, and wherever he goes, we're going to make those rocks and pebbles and stones into sand. Tap, tap, stamp, 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 stamps. All the cows are stamping everywhere where Krishna's going to take them, where there's rocks, all over Vrindavan. So even now, if you go there, Ramanureti is called. That sand, maybe you've been there. So if you can tell us your experience.
It is so soft and people roll there.
Oh.
Only in that place you can roll and it is considered most auspicious.
Yeah.
And not only there, around Govardhan where we do parikrama, people walk barefoot. The sand is so soft, like you
Wow.
can't believe it, like so soft.
Right.
You can feel it when you are walking.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, that's
So that's why, people go from everywhere, all over the world, for parikrama, Govardhan Hill, and this is why they're not wearing shoes. Because the cows already smashed everything and now it's like sand. Velvet almost like, right? So this is a very, very beautiful pastime. And so there's another pastime. I don't know if you've heard of Narakasura before. How many of you have not heard of Narakasura? Narakasura, have you heard of this demon? Who is he? He is son of Krishna by Bhumi Devi. Bhumi is the mother, right? Varaha Dev, yes. When Varaha came and lifted the Bhumi Devi from Garbhodak ocean, yes, by that touch, the Narkasura, like that. So this Narkasura, when the Devatas complained to Krishna that Narkasura had stolen the earrings of Mother Aditi and umbrella of Varun Dev, Krishna goes with Satyabhama to Jyotishpur and he kills Narkasura. And he rescues these, you see the princesses here? 16,100 of them. And they were held by Barnasura, a friend of Narkasura. Guilty association. So he rescued all the princesses and he told them, he said, now you're free to go. But the princesses said, who is our shelter now? Where do we go? Our parents are not going to accept us. So what do we do now, Krishna? And he says, because he's God, he can do that. No human beings can do that. He says, I'll marry you all. So there's no problem. And then he took all the princesses back to Dwarka. And they have their own palaces even. So that's why you heard the stories about Krishna having 16,108 queens in Dwarka, right? Because Krishna, when he goes back to Dwarka, to his homes, because he's a grahastha, he expands himself. In each and every home, he's there. And who comes and sees what's going on? Narad Muni. Narad Muni says, let me see, how is Krishna doing this? He has 16,000, people can't even handle one wife. He's handling 16,108 wives. And he sees, he goes to one house and he sees, oh, Krishna is helping with some chores in the house. And over here in this house, Krishna is running some business. In this house, Krishna is braiding the wife's hair. Like this. He's like, oh, wow, I cannot believe this is Krishna, But this is the potency of the Lord. He can expand himself, and this is how he interacts with all the living entities. We have intimate relationship with Krishna. Everybody has. We'll go in detail later. And this is Bahula Ashtami, appearance of Sri Radhakund. If someone can read at the bottom what it says.
Radhakund and Shyamkund are eternally existing in the spiritual world, and they are the expressions of supreme love of Radha and Krishna for one another. And in the spirit world, even they are the most favorite bathing place of Sri Radha and Krishna.
So now what we see here, who's been to India and Vrindavan and Radhakund and Shyamkund? A lot of people. So right now what we see, why do we celebrate Bahula Ashtami? Is that years ago, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discovered this Shyamkund Radhakund. One day he went to Vrindavan and he was asking all the Brajvasis. He says, where is Shyamkund and Radhakund? Do you know Shyamkund and Radhakund? He's asking like this to the Brajvasis. And they said, I never heard of that. But there is Kali Khet and Gauri Khet. And there's some little water there too. He goes, oh, okay, I'll go check it out. So he went over there and he saw. So he saw it and he said, this is Shyamkund Radhakund. And he passed out. He became unconscious. He had so much love for Radha and Shyamkund. Okay. In the Hari Bhakti Vilas and Padma Purana, it is said that it's very auspicious if one who takes bath in Dada Kund on Bahula Ashtami goes back home, back to God. So next time when you're there at this time in Kartik month, you should go and take it. Then you're guaranteed. You're gonna go. You did that already? You did?
Yeah, what happened, Prabhupada told us, I was a brahmachari.
Uh-huh. Is it, yeah, is it mic?
1976.
So they can hear.
I was a brahmachari at the time, 1976. So Prabhupada told, he said, all of you, most Western body men, he said, all of you should take a bath in Radha Kund on today.
Oh.
So we said, oh, Prabhupada gave us that instruction. And we ran and ran. We get there and we dive in head first and started swimming across Radha Kund.
Oh my God.
And Prabhupada found out that we were kicking Radha Kund because when you swim, you use your arms and you use your legs. And he said, this is not swimming. He said, you should not do it. So he called us all and he said, you should not do it. This is not the way. You must go and bathe your body gently. And so that was my experience on the day.
And he said from now on, nobody goes.
Yeah, he told us not to go. But later on okay.
Right. So you cannot go there and take a dip like a swimming pool, basically. Because that's...
Dive off the high board
Yeah.
into Radha Kund.
That's totally disrespectful. That's because that's Srimati Radharani. You're supposed to take a little water in your hand and you sprinkle it on your head. And this is how you bathe yourself.
And also, nobody should put the legs first and enter.
Yeah.
Anywhere indoor.
Oh, just say it on the mic.
It's okay, Mataji.
It's okay. Everybody can hear what you say?
Yes.
What is she saying?
Legs don't go first.
Legs don't go first. When you go to any holy places, especially Kund, you cannot put your in there first. You have to...
Any body of water.
Any body of water.
Even the ocean here in Boca.
Oh.
We first take the hand.
Oh, wow.
Otherwise, you're disrespecting Varun.
Varun Dev, that's right. Varun Dev is the god of ocean.
And another thing what we observe all the time is there is Shamkund and Radhakund, right?
Hmm.
In Shamkund, hardly some people are there. Like everybody is in the Radhakund.
Oh, wow. And why is that?
Because Radharani is so
It's
much.
more so. Radharani is more so. And this month, Damodar month,
Yeah,
because
it's
of
her
Radha,
month.
it's her month. So,
And if you have, I have a Sahasra Tirtha job.
uh-huh.
And you have that, and you have a swimming pool.
Yeah.
If you put that, the whole swimming pool, so you can go to my house.
Radha Kund, let's go to Prabhu's house and take a little... Leela of Lakshmi Puja. You see Dhanvantari in the middle and Shrimati Tulsi Mahani on the right hand side. So Lakshmi Devi appeared during the Samudra Manthan. You guys know about the Samudra Manthan, Leela? So from the Samudra, the 14 gems came out, Airavata came out, Ucheshrava came out, and Lord Dhanvantari came out with this pot of nectar, Amrita, yeah. So when he came out with her, he was seeing how the demigods and demons, they work together so hard to take all this nectar out of the ocean. He felt great joy within, and from his eyes fell one tear into the pot. And then a little plant came from there. And that plant is
Tulsi.
Tulsi Maharani. This is how she appeared here. And normally what people do, or devotees on Dhanteras, we also do Dhanteras, right? But you know what? When I was growing up, my parents, I remember, used to get all the dhan in a plate and wash it. That's how they do Dhanteras. But I was reading over here and it says that Dhanteras is Bhagavan Dhanvantari. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get some gold article on Dhanteras and offer it to the Lord. Not washing your dhan and making it pure and you get more dhan. This is the whole reason people do it. And it's just such a wrong conception, right? And this is why we're so glad that Srila Prabhupada gave us the right, from Para. It's nothing that he came out with. He gave it through the Shastra. This is what it actually is. This is what this is. And this is why a lot of people from all over the world are attracted to Hare Krishna. International Society for Krishna Consciousness, right? This is Dhruva Maharaj. Who does not know about Dhruva Maharaj? Raise your hand. Everybody knows about Dhruv Maharaj's story. So he went in the forest and he was doing tapasya for 6 months. He did tapasya, and on that 6 month, at the end of 6 month, which happens to be the Kartik month, he got the darshan of the Lord face to face. And this is Dhruvatila is there in Madhuvan. In Madhuvan, Dhruvatila is there. So if you want to go and see where Dhruv Maharaj saw Krishna, you can go and see over there. All these holy places are there. That's why we go to Tirtha. Tirtha means where the Lord's pastimes happen. And that place is pure. So when you go there, you feel, I hear sometimes people say that, people who have no idea about spiritual life, they say, I went to India and we just went for a tour. But something about that land, they said, I feel something spiritual there. I said, yeah. India is a land of spirituality. Because the Lord displayed so many of His beautiful pastimes all over there. That's why we go to Haridwar, Mayapur, Vrindavan, Mathura, all these different places. So you should go there. If you haven't been, then you should go.
What mantra was Dhruva chanting?
What mantra does anyone know? We're chanting? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And who is Vasudeva? It's Krishna. He's son of Vasudeva. That's why he's called Vasudeva. And this is a very famous pastime of Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj, okay. I thought you were going to tell the story. Okay. Ambarish Maharaj was observing the Dwadasi breaking fast. He was fasting on Ekadasi, and on Dwadasi he was supposed to break the fast. But Durvasa Muni appeared. And he said, I'm going to go to the river and I'll be right back. What did he do? He took a long time. He didn't come back. And the Dwadasi Paran time, the time that you're supposed to break the fast to get the benefit of the Ekadasi, was passing. So he asked his, Brahmanas, he said, what do I do now? The Muni is not here yet. And so the Brahmana said, you take a little sip of water. If you take a little sip of water, that means you broke the fast and you didn't break the fast, right? But Durvasa Muni, did you know that? Yeah, if you're fasting, near Jal, the next day if you have a little Jal, then it's like you're breaking the fast. But Durvasa Muni somehow sensed it. Ambarish Maharaj broke the fast without me? Because he gets so angry. This Muni, he has so many siddhis, right? He has these powers, so you can see. And when he comes back, he gets angry at Maharaj Ambarish. And he, by his siddhis, takes a demon out to kill Ambarish Maharaj. But before that, what happens? You see that? Sudarshan Chakra? Sudarshan Chakra goes after Durvasa Muni. And Durvasa Muni is running from here, there, everywhere. He went to Brahmaloka and asked Lord Brahma, please save me. This Sudarshan Chakra is just me. He's like, that's not mine, not my weapon, So he goes to Kailash. He tells Shiva, please save me. He goes, no, it's not my weapon. He goes to Vaikuntha. So Durvasa Muni had that strength that he can go from here without any kind of airplane, any kind of mechanical device. He could go just like that, walking. And he went to Vaikuntha and Narayan. And he said, please, my Lord, please save me. Your disc is following me. It's going to kill me. He said, yes, that's my disc. But you have offended my devotee. Vaishnava Aparad is the biggest Aparad. You have to go and apologize to Ambarish Maharaj. And he came down. He came all the way. This took about a whole year to do that. And Ambarish Maharaj was waiting for him still. Whole year he came. When he came to him, he bowed down. You see him right here? This is after 1 year. He bows down to Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj says to this, stop. It's okay. I forgive him. No problem. So it shows how devotees are so kind, so forgiving, so merciful. That's why Krishna is called Bhakta. This is the reason. And the whole Kartik month, 30 days of Kartik month, the last 5 days is called Bhishma Panchika. Bhishma is lying there on the bed of arrows, fasting, not eating, sleeping, drinking, anything. So it's a big austerity. So at the end of our life, Bhishma Dev was serving Krishna the whole time. Whether it's on the bad side or good side, he was serving Krishna. So he got the boon. What was the boon?
Ichamrityu.
Ichamruti. Whenever he desires. So a normal person, if they have these arrows in their body, they'll pass away. Right? But he had Mrityu, and he wanted to see Krishna at the end. Because he knew that if I see Krishna, I'm going to go back to Krishna Loka. So we also can practice, have some kind of sadhana every day. And this the whole month gives us that opportunity. If you don't practice any kind of spiritual, sadhana, then you should start. Chant on the beads. We have Japamala. You can chant 108 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You can offer the Lord some bhoga. You can do all these activities throughout the day because we're all householders. Who's not a householder here? Everyone is a householder. So if you take up this little practice, then you become accustomed to remembering Krishna, just like that. So ISKCON devotees are very, very fortunate, and they're very happy, even on Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day. Normally, Acharya's appearance day, you are like singing his glory, all these things. But even on disappearance days, we are not sad. Okay? Someone read that bottom part.
He reasons ill who tells that Vaishnavas die when thou art living still and sound. The Vaishnavas die to live, and living try to spread the holy name around.
So this is Srila Prabhupada, that example, what it says there. Throughout his life, all he did, he also got instruction from his spiritual master in this month of Kartik, saying that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, he says, if you ever get money, books. And so he followed that instruction. When he came over here, he wrote, he translated, still continued translating, preaching, cooking, cleaning, all these things he's doing. And here I am saying, I don't have time for this. I don't have time to read. I don't have time. Look at Prabhupada. At the age of 70, he was doing that. Prabhupada, take a mic if you can.
The most amazing experience in my life was being present when Prabhupada was departing the planet. And number one, the Kaviraj said that any ordinary person would be screaming in pain because Prabhupada's materially, external, his kidneys were failing. That was one thing. But when he saw Prabhupada lying in bed, he was translating the 10th canto, Brahma Vimohan Lila. So can you imagine when we get sick, we get a headache, or we get a little sick, we can't chant our rounds, or we can't do much, we're like zombies. But Prabhupada, at that time, he was translating the Brahma Vimohan Lila, and he was so weak that Jayadvaita Maharaj had to put his ear by Prabhupada's lips. Because when I first went to see Prabhupada, when I arrived in late October, Prabhupada departed November 14th. I came in late October. When I arrived, Tamal Krishna Goswami said to me, "Ducked," because Prabhupada is preparing to leave and he's emaciate. So when I went in to see him the first time, there was only skin and bones, practically speaking. And but yet, Prabhupada was still meeting with devotees. He was translating the Brahma Vimohan Lila.
Amazing.
And even I had the good fortune of having his darshan. He said he wanted to see me, and we spoke for 15 minutes. And I was allowed to massage his lotus feet.
Haribo.
I was allowed to sing, just me and Prabhupada. I had 3 cherished desires all my devotional life. One was to massage Prabhupada's lotus feet. At that time, I got it. The other one was to do kirtan for Prabhupada, and it was just me and him from 12 midnight to 3 in the morning. And when I was there, I was chanting. And ISKCON goes through different trends, different mantras become popular. So I was singing Hare Krishna, and then all of a sudden I started singing Brahma Bole Chaturke Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. And immediately, I thought Prabhupada was asleep because the thing was going. Immediately Prabhupada's hand went up. Like that. Stop. And not a word came out of my mouth. The breath, Prabhupada's potency, he was so potent that when his hand came up, I couldn't. And then I went back to chanting Hare Krishna. And from that moment on until 3 o'clock in the morning, I am Hare Krishna. So I had the 3 cherished desires to massage him, which I did, chant for him and him exclusively, which I did, and to have prasadam that touched his lotus lips. But the point being, not my good fortune, for me it's a point, but the point being that we are so fortunate that Krishna, Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the Chaitanya Shikshamrita says, there's 5 ways you cultivate bhakti, with your body, with your mind, with your senses, through the society. This is cultivating bhakti through society. So Prabhupada gave us all of that. How, as you said, we're grihastas, but that's not an excuse to perform bhakti. Your kitchen should be your temple. For grihastas, we're a kitchen religion. Vaishnavism is a kitchen religion.
That's right.
So our kitchen should become our place of meditation, because we have to cook for our deities, we have to feed our family. There's absolutely no reason or no excuse that we can't engage 10%, whatever ashram that we're in, of Krishna. And by making that endeavor, we get blessed. Prabhupada blesses us.
Thank you, Lakshmi Narasimha Prabhu, for sharing that with us. We are also fortunate, we feel, that we have you here, because having Prabhupada disciples in the community helps us a lot to grow spiritually, to serve in a nicer way, and to know what is right and what is wrong. So please continue, at least guide us and let us know how we can. Thank you so much. So this is the last slide, the last pastime that everyone knows from inside out. But for my own purification, I'll say this pastime again. So Mother Yashoda was feeding Krishna milk. At the time, she had a pot of milk on the stove, and it was overflowing, and she saw that. Before it hits the ground, let me go and take it and put it on the side. So she puts Krishna down, and then she runs over there, and Krishna is angry. Little baby, but he shows that anger. Why do you leave me and you go there? So what does he do? He takes that mortar, that rock, and he breaks that churning pot that she was to get the butter. I don't get that milk, I'll get this milk. I'll get this butter in. And so when he breaks that pot, he goes around everywhere with his little feet. You'll see his feet all, butter, and you see the little footprints everywhere. So Mother Yashoda, when she did that, she came back to get Krishna, and she saw, oh my God, where is this little mischievous boy going? And then she saw how his footprints are everywhere, so she's followed prints, and she saw that he's in the other room where there's a whole bunch of pots of butter, and he's sitting there and eating with the monkey. And then she gets a stick, and she's gonna go towards him and get him, right? And he sees her. He gets up, he jumps up, he goes outside from the window in the car, and he's running from Mother Yashoda, and this is what you see right here. He's running away from her. He's like, oh, you're not gonna catch me. But she, with her love and devotion, she is every step getting closer to Krishna. And she finally catches him. She catches him, and then she ties him to the wooden grinding mortar. And when she tries to tie him with that rope, what happens?
2 fingers.
I'm 2 fingers short. And why is it always 2 fingers short? And she's asking all the gopis, bring me your rope. Bring me your rope too. Bring all the rope. Tie him down. He's not going to run him anywhere down. But even then, it's 2 fingers too short. And then she was sweating, and Krishna is looking at her. Oh, how sweet. She's really working hard. Okay, I'll get down now. It's okay. So this is what Krishna looks for. What is one thing that he looks for?
Endeavor.
Your own endeavor. So in your own life, if you don't make the effort to serve Krishna in your home and then teach your children also how to serve Krishna, then listen, this home is given to us by, it's not ours. Where does everything come from? From Him. Bhumi rapo nalo vayu khammana buddhi revacha, he says. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, all these things are my separated energies. So when you claim that this is mine and that is mine, nothing is yours. Your own body is not yours. So you should be grateful and thankful and serve Krishna while you have the time. Only in this human form you can realize that, life is not worth living if I don't go to the path of self-realization. Because everybody nowadays I see in my family and everywhere else, they're all like into sense gratification. Let's go to movies, let's go here, let's go there, let's go this. But there's festivals coming up, they don't have time. No, we have plans to go to Europe, we have plans here, plans there. I'm like, then how are you gonna, at the end of your life, where are you going? Krishna says, Antakale chamameva. Huh?
Going to the movies.
To the movies. Whatever you remember at the time of death is your next destination. 8.4 million species. You have a human form. And if you don't take advantage of this human form of life in this lifetime, who knows when you're going to get another body. So take this time in Kartik month to get a little bit more serious about your practice in bhakti. And so right now the time is 7:30, I believe, or is that 8:30?
8:30.
Oh, okay. So we're going to wrap it up right here. Because, yes?
You know why too?
Why two?
Because what is the obstacle to pure bhakti?
Huh?
Jnana and karma.
Yes, Jnana and Karma are two obstacles in bhakti.
They can serve
Mm-hmm.
in bhakti. In other words, it's not that we don't have jnana in bhakti,
Right.
but when jnana overrides bhakti,
Mm-hmm.
or karma overrides bhakti, you have to get rid of it.
Jnana and
There's
Karma.
by Rupa Goswami.
Prabhu, can you speak in the mic quickly so that way they can hear?
I can't remember the verse by Rupa Goswami which describes exactly what is pure bhakti. Jnana, anya
Vilashita
abhilashita,
Shunyam.
akarmadya.
Anukulena Krishna Shivana.
That is the Rupa Goswami's verse on pure bhakti.
Oh, okay.
Get rid of karma, get rid of jnana, and bhakti.
Bhakti. Thank you very much. So we'll end right here. And I'm sorry. Yes? Say something. Go ahead.
I mean, very quickly.
Yes.
Like Mata is just telling how important it is that we have this human life, right? So I heard one lecture and he gave us such a beautiful example. Like we all lease car, right, for 3 years. And all the 3 years enjoying the car, but we are also thinking, oh, the lease is coming to an end. What should I buy next? Which car should I buy next, right? It's the same principle applies for us. We have this body, but we are not thinking, wait, what's my next body? Actually, this what you think is what you will get in your next body, but nobody is thinking of it. All they are thinking, they're getting comfortable and we are getting comfortable in the car. Let's add this extra feature, So, but that's the truth. So, just like lease, we should think, where am I going next? I'm so busy enjoying the present car, which is this body. But what is my next car? My lease will end, right? It's not there forever.
Yeah.
We all have a end date.
That's right. There's a birth and then there's
an end date.
death date.
Yeah. So
But nobody
basically,
discusses
what
that.
that means, we have a death sentence. We are in the prison,
Yes.
but nobody is realizing we have a death sentence. We will live
We're
there
free.
forever.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're free.
But anyway.
And this is why people come to the West. They come to the West thinking that freedom, I can do whatever I want to do. But that's not true. You are bound by your own even. Your body gives you, there's three kinds of, after this will end it. There's three kinds of miseries, right? Adhyatmika, Adhibautika, and Adevika. So Adhyatmika is the miseries pertaining to the body and mind. Adhibautika, miseries pertaining to others around you, like mosquito come and bite you, right? And then Adidevika, too much rain, it's too hot today, I gotta stay inside. Hurricane coming, we gotta leave. So these are the miseries that we face. If you really think about this, see, Srila Prabhupada really nicely all this in the Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavatam gives us stories about the people devotees who went through the same things that we are going through. And if you read their pastimes, then you feel encouraged. Then you feel like, okay, my life is now on the right track. Now that I'm connected to some authorized, defined way. Otherwise, there's so hodgepodge out there, so much out there. Do some yoga, sit there. How long? How long are you gonna do that? It has to make the body healthy, right? But how long are you gonna have that? Along with that, do this. Chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Ishwari Mataji ki jai.
Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai.
I had a realization, and the realization is we can definitely understand what our next body will be. If we are honest and we see what is our inclination, because everything that's coming in is creating samskara. And samskara, as it grows stronger and deeper, creates inclinations. So if we are honest and we do self-analysis and we step back, we can actually understand what our next body will be, unless and until we change it. Flip the switch and connect with Krishna purely. Otherwise, that innate, that intuitive understanding of what my attachments are, that is an indication of what your next body will be. Right. Assessment.
What do you do in festival? Do we spend more time with
If you can speak on that.
No, we are just saying that in 24 hours, what do we do? Do we give more time to Krishna or do we give time to other things? That means you can see the balance, where is it thing. And that means we are already creating our next body by just performing our daily activities. And there is something that maybe is good to know. If everybody, for example, wake up early in the morning to chant, do their arti or Tulsi puja and all that, I mean, let's say you passed away at night, okay? During your sleep, you passed away. But you know subconsciously that you have to wake up, do you this, do that, do that. Most probably your soul, you won't wake up here. You will wake up somewhere else to continue your sadhana. Maybe you wake up in the spiritual world, or you wake up in the movie theater, or somebody else. I'm just saying, but our activity of the day is already programming us for the next body.
Thank you so much. I think we will go into the Damodar Ashtakam now.
Yeah.
Yes, and then have honor percent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sing Damodar Ashtakam.
Who's singing, right?
वो रिमोट है नीचे नीचे होगा ऐसे हो बढ़िया हाँ
Good, how are you?
Hey, how's your studies going?
They're going.
Huh? On the light? Light, action, camera.
इसका है
प्रभु इसको अभी फटाफट करो.
How was your trip? Was that
वहाँ पे देखो.
It's like separate group, but like, you know, just like they're, you know, like kayaking.
Can I go first?
Yeah. But I was thinking you can also.
No, I will not. I will not know.
दिया नहीं ले सकते. एक ही बात है.
Why are you even live recording it? There's no one.
Ishwaram Satchit Anandarupam Rasakundalam Gokule Bhajamanam Satchit
सब आप पानी का आचमन का करोगे आप?
Rasakundalam Gokule Bhajamanam Yashoda Viyarukaladavamanam Vishkamatyanta Dodhiragopya Udanta muhune trayumamrijantam Karambo jayogmena satankanetram Vishwasakam patire kakanta Stita gharvata bodaram bhaktivardam Svalila Verananda Kunde Swagosham Vinajantam Akyapayantam Svalila Verananda Kunde Swagosham Vinajantam Akyapayantam Puna prema kosavati vande Yeshu bhakti jitakam Puna prema kostam savati vande Deva mokshana moksharadhinva Mochanyam breham vare sadatiha Moshana Moshavadinva Janyam
अन्ते पूर्णासा गोपालबालां सदा मे मनस्य विराजति
Kritam kuntalai svikara Krishna gopya
Te mukham bojam atyanta nile Kritam kuntalai svikara Krishna gopya
Shombitam bimbarakaranne Gunasya vilasam laksharade
Manasya virastam valam lasharade
Modevada modarananda Krishna Prasida Prabhu Dukha Jalabhimanyam
Deva Modarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabhu Dukha Jaladhimanyam
Shivishati Dhinam Batano Grihane Shamamanyam Nidhyakshidrishya
Vipadristi Vishyati Dinam Bhatanu Vihane Shamavajane Yakshidrishya
Amajavata Mudayvayagat Tvayamuchito Bhakti Bhajakrito Cha
Rajo Badhanu Devayadya Sayamukha Bhakti Bhajakrita
Prema Bhaktin Svakam Prayacha Namo Kshetra Ome Sri Damodara
Bhaktim Swakam Prayacha Namo Shri Vishnu Damodarera
Namaste Sudhamne Spuradipti Jane Tvadiyodhaya Vishwasadhamne
Namaste Sudhame Spuradipti Dhamne Tvadiyodhaya